Down here. Just called me from prison.
Okay. Come in, give him a chance to come back in, and then we go continue this conversation, this interview.
Talk to old dude in prison.
Let me see if I. Okay, can give me a one if y'all can see me. I see Brother Lynch Bay. Can I get a one if y'all can see? I see we got 2 thumbs up, but I need a 1 or something. Okay, there we go. See, listen, this what happened, family. When you start demonstrating that holy breath, y'all coming right back in. When y'all start demonstrating that holy breath and that holy zeal, man, it make the circuits go off a little bit. Right. That's all it do. Right. That's all it do. Right. We electrify. In this electrified age, we put our electricity with this artificial electricity. Man, we blow the circuits. Right. We done blow the circuits. Right. But with that, family, hold on, let me pull this in some more. I'm gonna let y'all come on in. I'm gonna let y'all come in. And if my mobile is watching, you see I'm getting busy now. Don't you be calling me right now. Now I'm playing, sis. Don't you hit me on my head. I'm acting tough for the fellas. That's all. I'm just acting up for the
son just told her that.
yeah. So family, appreciate y'all coming back in. But this is can y'all hear me good? Give me a number 1 if y'all can hear me pretty good. You know, and we're gonna start this and everybody else can catch up when they catch up. I just need to know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, then we good to go. All right, brother. Not Islam, brother. I told you today, see, brother, let me tell you something. This is how important y'all are. I'm already telling on myself, brother Argonaut. We had an ADAP meeting today at 7:30.
Okay.
And I said, brother, I got a call from the Sheik. I said we're gonna have to table the meeting to next week.
Wow.
We got to table, and brother, our ADAP meetings, and I say it on camera, brother Argonaut, and you can verify this. Our ADAP meeting, it takes you to 3rd heaven.
That's right, Mark.
You definitely going to 3rd heaven. We ain't on 1st heaven.
That's right.
And one of my ministers in there right now, no, Drew Ali's minister in there, because I represent the prophet.
That's right, Mo. That's
he
right.
in there right now, and that brother told me yesterday, he said, brother, something changed when I started attending the ADAP meetings.
Right.
And so you and the brothers was so important to me that I know. He said, yes, sir. Was so important to me that I said I said, brother, let's postpone it to next week because we got Sheik Lynch Bay in town.
Oh man.
And the blessing is the square came.
Yeah.
The 5 came and then the square.
Yeah.
See y'all, you with me on that? So with that, family, I'm gonna allow my brother to introduce himself, and then we're gonna go in with this conversation with the great Sheik Lynch Bay.
Oh my goodness.
Islam, brother. Introduce yourself to the people.
Sheik James Lynch Bay, living in Portland, Oregon, but I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. I'm happy to be here in Baltimore because the brother that introduced me to the Prophet Drew Ali was from here in Baltimore. And on my way here to meet Tahaka Bay, we went to West Baltimore, 762. And when we went to 762, we got out the car and went over there and took a picture. And the reason why we took a picture because next door to the temple that was in Baltimore was a firehouse. And in D.C., next door to the temple there was a firehouse. And the reason why there was a firehouse next to these temples, because back in the 60s and the 70s, it was on fire. And the firemen had to come over there and put the temple out. So now I'm here with Tahaka Bay, and he's setting my soul on fire. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You know, when I look in chapter 6, go back to that. It said when he first saw Jesus, it said Jesus was climbing up a ladder. It said he had 3 things in his hand, the compass, the square, and the axe. And when I first met Tahaka Bay, he had those same 3 things in his hand. And the 3 things that this brother had in his hand was the compass, the square, and the axe. What do I mean? We use a compass to draw a circle around our passions and desires to keep them in the bounds of righteousness. The reason why he's doing a great work, because this is one of Drew Ali's soldiers here. Drew Ali says only to be a few saved. You can count them on one hand and still have fingers left over. That sign, we understand now that the prophets I can do more for you in spirit than in the flesh. So a lot of us keep looking for something to take place in the flesh when Drew Ali is still working. He ain't going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. That's why we don't need no one Drew Ali.
Hey, brother,
we don't need no two Drew Ali.
Something, brother?
Yes.
Hey, brother, listen. I said this the other day, and brother, you can bear witness.
Wow.
I said people, they done lost their mind if they think Drew Ali is Burr Oak Cemetery. Right. Drew Ali is alive and well, and he's working even this moment in time.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, brother.
Now, he mentioned the cemetery. I want to tell you something. All these elders, they keep talking about they love Drew Ali. And we just got Drew Ali's gravesite resurrected. Sister Christina Price Bay sent some more to say the prophet's gravesite is over there, bringing the prophet sunk under the deep. And you talking about who is the head? Who is the leader? I don't know who the leader is. I know what I'm doing now.
That's right.
I'm trying to become in unity with Allah. We keep talking about unity. And how do you come in unity? Drew Ali said through carnal thought and words and deeds. Man tore himself away from Allah. He debased himself. And when you're not living according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, you separate yourself from Allah. So there's no unity. So in order for Tahaka Bay, myself and those that's here come in unity, we first must come in unity with Allah. Don't tell me about no unity. Now, I'm here in Baltimore, the Charm City.
That's right.
And our brother John Bay no longer here. You know why? Because he's still here. This is the charm in this city. And we got a lot of work to do, Mo. The prophet said the movement goes so low you think it vanished from the face of the earth, and you look up and see nothing but turban and feathers. That time is on the way.
That's
now,
right.
I want to say something. Here, when I was here in Baltimore, this is a picture that was taken back in about 1976. And I already met one of the more that was here. And in this picture, you got Brother Pleasant Bay, you have Sister Jones Bay, you have Sister Hubbard Hill. All these more from right here in Baltimore. Pleasant Bay was my man. I don't know what happened to him. He bumped his head a little bit, you know, but he my man. I love him.
You know I had to go at him, right? But
Yeah, you know, because let me tell you something. Drew Ali said this, and it's very important. He said, did not we have a national name? When first brought to these shores in the early part of the 17th century, if so, what was it? So now, this Moorish flag that we're talking about, the flag that was flying here in the United States when it wasn't even being flown in Morocco, because Morocco did not get its independence until March 2nd, 1956, from under the French rule. So Moorish Americans, we had that flag flying here in the United States when it wasn't even being flown in Morocco. So you better listen to this, brother. You better listen to him, because that's why I'm here. If Tahaka Bay wouldn't have been the brother that he was, I wouldn't waste my time coming over here. But I had to come over here because of the work that he's putting in. And he's putting this work in because we got a mighty work. Drew Ali said we have a mighty work. He said through carnal thoughts and words and deeds, man tore himself away from Allah, debased himself. So now, I'm going to shut up in a minute and let him ask me the question, but I want to say this. He asked the brother earlier about this, going to the court and change your name. I met Drew Ali's wife. I met his secretary. And my man, Drew Ali, took him to the chamber himself. I was over here in Baltimore, me and the brother Graham Bay. He over there with Bradwell Bay now. It's right here. This is his wife I just called his name.
That's my good brother.
Yeah,
That's my good brother.
Yeah, that's my little brother. Graham Bay.
And that's another elder. You have to have elders. Carry on, brother.
Yeah, here you go right here.
That's him.
That's him. He's the chairman.
Yeah.
He's my chairman, yeah. Now, where we at now?
I've been messing you up, brother.
Yeah, we rolling, man. You got so much. I'm just so happy to be
I
here.
get excited.
Yeah, Mo. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to let the Mo ask me some, I know what it was.
Come on.
He had asked some questions. And he wanted to know about this UCC. And he wanted to know about filing the paperwork. Be for real. What other nation have to do that? Drew Ali told us. Now, like I said, I met his wife. I met his girlfriend. I met his sheiks that he raised up. And they didn't have to go get no paperwork. What you have to go get paperwork for? Because when you join the Moorish Science Temple of America, that is your paperwork. When you come into the Moorish Science Temple of America and get your nationality card, that is your paperwork. You don't have to go down there to the UP, because when you do that, then you become an enemy to the cause of uplifting your own people, because you're on another kind of illusion. You see? And this is why we're here now. We're here now trying to unite all of us so we could put the prophet back where he's supposed to be. He said the movement goes so low. You think it vanished from the face of the earth, and you look up and see nothing but turban and fasting. But let me tell you this, it's all of us with the prophet now. You at least ain't counting on one hand, still have fingers left over. So a lot of us who call ourselves Moorish Americans, we need to look at our character. Because what makes us a Muslim is not how many times you bump your head on some ground. What makes you a Muslim is living according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And if you're not living according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, you're not even part of the curriculum. You got to give your life a willing sacrifice. You got to be willing. I was telling the Moors today that I was talking to that chump, Lucifer and Satan this morning. And I said, chump, come here, chump. I said, if you be good, I might read my Quran to you, man. Because what we got to understand is, it is the will of man that make the possible action of the Holy Breath. And when the will of Allah and the will of man become one, then the resurrection is a fact. Let me shut up now, because I want to hear my brother's question there.
Hey, listen to me, family. This is what I'm trying to do here in Baltimore and around country. To bring this type of energy, this type of zeal, this type of excitement to the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali that haven't been seen. Well, from my experience, I rarely see this sort of excitement of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's teachings. You know, when I read stories or I listen to my elders and they tell me that they used to hear stories about the Prophet used to get so riled up and the people would jump around in the temple and people get all hyper and they get emotional, and we don't see that no more. I'm excited. When you hear this brother, he's excited.
Let me say one more thing before you move on. Everybody show you paperwork. Everybody show you letters. But they ain't show you letters when Drew Ali was smacking them down in the chamber for acting like a Negro colored and black. Because we say we not Negro colored and black, but we still honor those principles. I was just up there in another place with some people, and we had some brothers pay their dues. Somebody stole all the money. The money ain't there. You took the man's this, you took the girl's that. You ain't with Drew Ali. You're a tumor on the body of the state. You just using the prophet.
That's right.
And you can't serve two masters at the same time. You serve the one that you want to serve. And that's Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and his partner that they call the beast. So now I'm gonna call you.
Hey, so family, listen. This is what I want y'all to know, because we having a good time here. But I want everybody to know that when you speak to someone who says that they follow the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, one thing I always tell you to ask them: who taught them the teachings of the Moorish Temple of America? Who is the elder that taught them? If they cannot name an elder, caveat emptor.
Right.
Beware. Now, the second thing, how many elders respect the work that they're doing? If they can't name one, caveat emptor. Now, these elders should be well versed in this gospel known as Islam. It's period, point blank. They should be well versed in it. It shouldn't be no willy-nilly fly-by-night type of demonstration. You know. So brother, you can have a seat. You can listen, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can listen. So with that,
you ever heard of Moorish World TV? You ever heard of Moorish World TV?
Yes and no.
That's him right there.
I know. I believe you.
I'm talking about. We came all the way over here in Baltimore to be on Moorish World TV. We over here.
I don't, brother, you got to Google me. I didn't bring no cards. I came to sit with my brothers for
I'm just saying because I can look you up.
Google me.
I don't know how. That's why I say.
I'm going to Google me for you.
Yeah, please.
With that, I got my brother Lynch May here. Sheik Lynch May. Sheik Lynch May. I need to ask you, brother, how long have you been a member of the Moorish Temple of America?
1972.
1972.
Yes, sir.
Family, that's before I was born. You hear that? You hear that? Let me Google my name for this brother real quick.
They call me Muhammad.
Well, Muhammad, I'm about to give you something that you can look up. Muhammad, you got too much going on your phone. It's moving
That
slow,
phone
bro.
broke anyway. Kind of messed up. It's not me. It's the phone.
You got to type in Moorish World
I don't know how to do
TV.
it.
You in the here in my interview. We want to uplift fatherly man. You got to type it in Moorish World TV. You know what I mean?
Moorish?
Now, Moorish World. There you go. And I'm gonna come up. Some people know me. But with that, he said 1972. That's before I was born. Now, that is
I got a more over here from inside. Just
come on with it.
I want to ask you a question.
Hold on, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let's go speak.
Can you hear me more? Islam, brother, do you mind if I put you before the people? We live right now, and I don't want the people to miss any of this content as we begin to uplift fallen humanity. We on YouTube. I have a popular YouTube channel. We got the people watching. We got over half a hundred people watching right now. More coming in. Do you mind if we talk before the people? But you can ask me anything you want.
Correctional institution. And my question is, after Noble Drew Ali passed home, who became the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple? Can you give me that lineage?
Okay, I'm gonna pass it to my brother Sheik, and then I'm gonna come back to you. He said, after Prophet Noble Drew Ali passed for him, who became the Grand Sheik?
Well, it's hard to say because when Drew Ali 7 days after he left, jumped, given it, jumped, I'm back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say. You know, you got 100 people saying that.
Well, this is what I've discovered. You know that we say in Maryland, and honor to my brother Edward Zell. He used the term when the lights went out. And that's in reference to Prophet Noble Drew Ali's transition. They said when the lights went out, people grabbed every hold of a piece. Everybody took a piece. So you had the Kirkman Bey, you had the Givenzell, and you had some other temples too that was independent of themselves. But according to the records of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Emil was in charge of Temple Number 1 at that time. Emil was in charge of Temple Number 1 at that time. He was also the Supreme Grand Sheik of the Supreme Grand Council at that time. The records reflect that. How do we know the records reflect that? We can also see that on the flyers, on the convention flyers, when it says that Emil was the Supreme Grand Sheik and also the Grand Sheik of Temple Number 1. So that answers your question to who was the leader when the Prophet left. Well, Emil was the Grand Sheik of Temple Number 1, that the Prophet was the head of. You follow me?
Because it was so much.
I'm gonna say something. I don't
Said,
Who is the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple today?
if you personally, if you ask me who is the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America today, I don't think everybody who claimed to be the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America, I don't think it's one anymore. I think all of these Grand Sheiks and Supreme Grand Sheiks, in fact, let me tell you this.
They come on the Kirkland Bay.
It's 4 major leaders within the Moorish Science Temple of America that claim leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America. In fact, I say to your way be yours, to mine be mine, and I really try not to get into that argument because at the end of the day, I haven't seen anybody produce what the Prophet produced. So I really don't touch that argument as who is the one. You know what I mean? Until I can see one who produced what the Prophet produced, I'll kind of leave that argument alone. And I say it in private and in public. I respect and I honor those who's doing the best that they have to work with, what they have to work with. But I believe that they did what they could do, and now it's our time to come through. You follow me?
I concur with what you answered, brother. And I think that you're doing a wonderful job because, you know, we haven't been visible for
I got a better
many
answer,
years
Mo.
more. And I think with the internet,
I have a
we
better
can
answer.
become more visible. And brothers like yourself can expose this more science temple because a lot of people think it's a jailhouse religion, and which it's not.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I mean, we respect it now in such a way that haven't been seen in a long time. You know, I'm talking about children coming up now. To me, anywhere I go, any city I go, with bright eyes and Islam and excited about where we're going at. So it's looking good on this side, brother. Where you at again, brother?
I'm in Jessup, Maryland, Jessup Correctional Institution. Also, I want to bring to your attention more that on July the 15th at the Washington Post, you can read in the travel section where the historical message that the prophet wrote is in that newspaper. If you get that newspaper article, and I have a copy of it, and if you want, I can send it to McQueen L for you. It talks exactly what the prophet talked about in historical merch, and it talks about the Moorish architect.
Right.
And it talks about that message, and if you can get that article, you'll be blessed, Mo.
Well, Mo, I'm going to make sure that I put in my bed with the brother so you can send it to him or send it to me. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you my information so we can connect, brother. And I would like to come into the institution and do what the Moors did back in the 80s because, brother, it's time for us to shake up and wake up the institutions like back in the day. It's time.
I'm speaking with Lynch Bay, right?
You're speaking with Brother Tahaka Bay right now, but Lynch Bay right here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to say something else to him.
If you're trying to get in
That's
more,
important.
I can arrange that more.
More, well, we're going to set that up in a few minutes. Let me let you speak to Lynch Bay, and then we're going to go back live because he want to answer the question that you asked also. So family.
It's on, huh?
So family, y'all see we got the family in the P now.
Wait a minute. Yeah. You there, Mo?
Hold on.
Okay. Can I say a few things?
Indeed.
Now, this is very important. This is very important, what I'm going to talk about. Now, I ain't got something to say about him.
Oh, no.
No, this is amazing.
No, I'm showing the people that they don't get this on the internet. But go ahead,
Well, look
brother.
what he had back in the 60s and 70s.
Yes, sir.
He had you in polarity. Now, what I learned. Now, in 1972, I asked a question. Because I'm just coming out of Vietnam. I thought I was vicious then. And when I joined the temple, I asked the question, I said, who is this dude, Miller Ill, Small Bay, Lover Bay, and Farmer Bay? And it was told to me that the Miller Ill was like, you know, the European went to the prophet 5 or 6 times and tried to get the prophet to lead the Moorish Science Temple of America to Cologne, and they say they give him some money. So what took place was the European went to Miller Ill instead. I don't like saying this because a lot of people, I might get hurt for this because everybody with Miller Ill now.
No, you ain't.
Right now with the Hawker Bay, so I'm talking to you now.
No, you
so,
good.
Now, they went.
Call,
the Europeans went to the Miller Ill and say, man, why don't you tell the prophet to leave the Moorish Americans alone, and we'll give them some money. And when it came through the chamber, the prophet had Miller Ill to tell the chamber what he said to him about he should take the finance. 10 years later, I talked to another elder that been around, got in office because certain families put in the office. He told me the exact same thing. So really, those like today, most of the brothers just talked on this show. They've been through all the ways of life. Back then, you had most brothers only never probably had a drink. I'm just using that from a perspective. So certain things they didn't know. So what we have to do now, we have to come together, sit at the table, and put the Hawker Bay there, or put somebody else there. But right now, I don't have a leader. My leader is Drew Ali, and I honor Marcus Garvey, Mo. I honor all the Moors. I respect all the Moors. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell.
Brother, that's why we the same, brother. You saying the same thing, brother.
Yeah, we're
it's time to do this work.
Yeah, so me, right now, anybody could be the leader, Mo.
We're not getting into that.
Because when we talking about elder and elderly, Jesus was 12 years old. younger than all of his disciples, but he was the elder. He was the elder because he carried the wisdom. We sit right here with Tahaka Bay. We way old. Tahaka Bay younger than my children. But he's the elder. He's the elder because of the work that he's putting in. He's of that spirit. You know the book say, try the spirit, test the spirit, and see are you from the same spirit. That brother out there in the rain propagating the faith and extending and learn the truth of the great prophet of Ali in America. And that's why I'm here. But when we begin to look, we can answer that ourselves. Who is who and what's what? Because we all trying to...
Brother, this is an honor, man. I tell you, man, this is gonna make me.
That's right, man.
It's gonna make me well up. All
that's
these little
why
muscles ain't
I
gonna
was
mean
saying
nothing
that
to me.
when you first meet a Moorish American, he should have three things in his hand, just like Jesus: the compass, the square, and the axe. We use the compass, we use the square, and we use the axe. We measuring all these lines. We straighten out the crooked places of the way. We making our conduct square. And this is how we represent the prophet. If we don't live a morally clean life and give back to Caesar what belonged to Caesar, I know a brother told me he gave back to Caesar what belonged to Caesar, but he was on his way to Las Vegas to Caesar's palace. How the hell you can tell me you gave back to Caesar?
And you go to Caesar's palace.
Oh,
but y'all ain't gonna get this anywhere, family.
When Drew Ali said give back to Caesar, he talking about the thought pattern.
That's right.
He talking about give that thought pattern back, because that's what makes us and that what breaks us, our thoughts. That's why, again, the prophet said, through carnal thoughts and words and deeds, man tore himself away from a lot of debate. So that's the slave mentality, like McQueen Hill just said. But Mo, we gonna come and see you, Mo. Tahaka Bay and I, we gonna try to come and see you, bro.
Coming. Indeed. So listen, we got the elders. We got a brother that's in the dismal crypts. Listen, this is that real work, family.
Sir?
That real work. Brother, I need you to hook us up. I want to go up in there. I want to go up in there like ASAP yesterday. I'm real about that. I got so many things set up, but my schedule will fit him in at least once a month.
With ourselves.
That's right.
We first must come in unity with Allah. And once we come in unity with Allah, then we can start working with our brother man.
That's right.
But if you ain't in unity with Allah, you'll never be able to come in unity with your brother man. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna get ready to cut you off. So I'm gonna give you back to McQueen Hill. And we hold on.
Hey brother, so you can talk to the people for a second. Get the people busy while talking about brother. Can you hear me?
Praise Allah. Man, I'm so honored. I'm so honored to be here in Baltimore, because this is, like I say, this is where I was raised up at. And I've been watching this brother. Yeah, I'm very close. No, I ain't gonna cut. I'm answering. I'm gonna cut it off. Yeah. Yeah, we come over here because the prophet said the movement goes so low, you think it vanished from the face of the earth. You look up and see nothing but terrible affairs. We don't see no lot of people putting work in, or we don't see no lot of people that's on that particular ether plane. I see that here in Baltimore, and that's for all the sheiks. When I say let's go to Baltimore, they say you must be going to see Tahaka Bay, because I don't know nobody else that you can see over there. Let me share this with you too, and it's very important. The prophet told one of my instructors, he was a Masonic order patron, and he said, give all that stuff back. He said, give all that back to you, because I'm going to take the covers off of all secret organizations. So when you find a brother, or when you find a sister that's in a Masonic order, that's in a Masonic order, or when you look on Facebook and you see a sister with a white turban on, it ain't her fault. It's a man's fault. Yeah, the reason why the sisters wear the white fez is because the man is in the Masonic order, and she got Eastern Star attributes, because the Eastern Star do wear the white turban. Right. So whenever you see a sister that has a white turban, I guarantee you her man in the Masonic order. Now, me and Grand Bay and I right here, my little brother, my brother, he older than I call my little brother. Right. We was on our way, we left Milton Avenue. Right. And we had to go, Grand Bay had to go get some oil, cheese, and compound. And when we went up there, we had to go to a Masonic hall to get the oil, cheese, and compound. Huh? So when we drove up, the Sheik said, who are them people with them pants? I told you, take them off. He said, Lynch banned him. He said, ah. So now, they went into the Masonic order, and he told all his members to take off their fez, and they had to put on another kind of fez. But the fez they had to put on was a fez that was tied down 33 1/3. Now, I had a soda. I just put this soda in the ice box, and it was 33 degrees. And being that the soda was 33 degrees, when I took it out, it was frozen. So now I come here to meet the Huckabee. I thought he had 33 degree knowledge, but he ain't cold. So the man must have 360, but 360 is man standing upright. 6 and 3 is 9. Yeah. You know, you got to understand that when you're talking about Egypt, that's where mathematics come from. You know, that's why Drew Ali said that we were 3/5 of a man. He said we were 3/5 of a man until I come, because 5/5 all day is a whole. There's a brother was up there in Oregon, and he thought he was saying something, talking about he with the national side. Ain't no such thing.
What kind of foolishness is that?
Yeah. How you gonna be not?
He got that from Baltimore.
That's what he got from Bratton Bay.
He got that from Bratton.
That's where he got it from. But let me tell you something. You're still a slave because you're 4/5 now. You're not 5/5 because you ain't dealing with the divine creed. You ain't dealing with the Quran. You just dealing with nationality. So now you 4/5. You're still a slave because 5/5 all day in mathematics is a whole. So you need a nationality and you need a divine creed. See, when you say honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth land, which the Lord thy God Allah has given thee. Your father is the great God Allah, who give us son, and your mother's mother earth. Man derives his name from the earth land. That's why Drew Ali said, did not we have a national name? We first brought to these shores in the early part of the 17th century. If so, what was it? So you want to know who the Grand Sheik is? Tahaka.
Islam. Brother, that's an honor. Listen, we're going to work together and we're going to take this movement to the heights that Prophet Noble Drew Ali destined for it to go to.
Right.
And that's it, that's all. I'm taking on all challenges. But I would love for all those who are leaders to just give me a call and say, how can we work together? You know and I know that Moorish World TV is reaching a lot of people. And so it would be in the best interest. It would be in the best interest for us to come together and use this medium to get to the people.
Right.
It only makes sense.
That's right.
Like no one has created a medium that can get to the people like Moorish World TV. And that's
right.
not an ego thing.
That's right.
That's saying that this is our platform.
That's right.
When I started Moorish World TV, there was no platform where people wanted to pay attention
That's
to.
right.
Now
That's
they're
right.
going to pay attention.
That's right.
And if they talk slick, I knock on the door.
That's right.
We knock on the door.
That's right.
And but see, we need the unity.
With a sludge hammer too. Not just a hammer. He said you need a hammer. Sometimes we need a sludge hammer.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And so we got my brother, the great Sheik Lynch Bey, here today.
Wow.
Now,
Mo.
here we go. Here we go. Now, brother,
yes, sir.
What do you think that we'll be able to accomplish? Because my thing is, I think the Moorish Science Temple has been missing this. And I said before the people, I think they're missing checks and balances. Meaning like, in my temple, I say, listen, we are in the business of saving souls. And in business, we have to do checks and balances. What about profits? What about losses? And so I say the Moorish Science Temple of America has been missing checks and balances. Brother, as we sit here today and we convene, this is the council right here. This is the council right here.
Right.
As we convene today, what do you think we'll be able to accomplish within the next 12 months from this day forward, brother? Your projection.
But
brother.
before we can conquer anything, the first thing we have to understand is in your Moorish leadership pamphlet, Drew Ali said, if you don't pay your dues, if you don't keep in line with all the necessities, you don't attend your meeting, you can't even consider yourself a Moor. See? And he said your name should be excluded from the book. So when you say you Moorish American, not only Moorish American, you got to be a Muslim too. And a Muslim one who submits his will to Allah. And how do you submit your will to Allah? Telling your brother, loving your brother, telling them the truth, that they live in peace, have freedom, and justice must come to us all. So we got to understand, just like Prophet Muhammad. Brother told me the other day that Prophet Muhammad was the last in the seal of the prophet. Tahaka Bey said something different. He said, because whenever a nation is in need for a prophet, Allah will send one. What do we need to do, Tahaka Bey? You need to get with those. It don't make no difference how long they've been around. Because Jesus was 12 years old. And Jesus was younger than all of his disciples because, Jesus was younger than all his disciples, but he was the elder. He was the elder because he had the wisdom. We're sitting here with the Huckabee. The Huckabee is younger than my children, but he's the elder. He's the elder because of his spirit, the work that he's putting in. I looked at the Facebook one day, he was in the rain up there, you know, in the place, and say, I'm out here in the rain and got a cold, and that's who you talking about. That's who putting the prophet work in. But the prophet said,
Islam.
the prophet, when we came over here today, we ain't maybe his brother seen him and was honored. I seen Tahaka Bay, I ran to him. I ran to him because he's my brother. He said, try the spirit, test the spirit, and see are you from the same spirit. See, a lot of us just run our mouth. A lot of us in the temple because our buddy in the temple, because our friends in the temple. But I want to leave this with everybody else, and I say it all the time. I got it in my Quran, in our Quran, chapter 17. And Jesus was talking to Claudia and Judea, two Europeans, of whom we made his ambassadors to Rome. And he said, come on and walk with me upon the way. What do that mean? When he said, come on and walk with me, he's telling you to walk above hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything in harm. The reason why when we talk about Jesus walking on water, we took it literally because the Council of Nicaea told us that. They stole our forefathers, buried them in Vatican Square, took on the name, and tried to interpret our records for us. So when Jesus said he walked on water, that meant he walked above hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harm. He walked above the things of the world. So now you got Claudia and Judy. I'm saying this because I'm in Portland, Oregon. And me being up there in Portland, Oregon, I get more blessings from the European than I do the Asiatic. But when you have a European that start walking with Jesus and start living with Jesus, then he changed. Because the whole world once was called Asia at one time. So if the all world was called Asia at one time, then Europeans can become Asiatic.
Can they become Moorish American? That's a trick one.
Nah, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. There was a brother on 762 West Baltimore Street, and his name.
That's your lockdown.
We all.
I'm trying to tell you, locked up on it.
That's wrong, Mo.
Yeah, they acting up on us, man.
Wrong, Mo.
My thing ain't never do this.
That's European.
Nah, they dropping the signal. Yeah, they messing up. They said,
Yeah.
How long we been on? We on
Yeah, we been. Yeah, we over.
Yeah, that ain't never happened.
Yeah, I know.
That thing just jammed up.
They said they rolled.
We'll get it next time, Mo.
Yeah,
I don't know what I just be running my mouth.
Can you hear me? Marshall L, it looked like my camera jammed up, boy. These Europeans playing game. I already seen the antagonizer in there.
Yeah.
I see the antagonizer in there saying gay this and gay that.
Yeah.
Can you see me, brother? Can you see the brother? There it is. Okay, we back. I think we back.
What I talking about, Mo?
Can you see, brother? Press a one if you can see. Okay, here we go. They got us.
Run my mouth so my mom remember what I'm talking about, man.
Hey,
What we talking about? I'm just talking, man. Because I don't need a book.
No, but Rome did jam this up.
Yeah. No, this is real
You
important.
was talking about Claudius and
Oh yeah. Now Claudia
and I say, can a European be a Moorish American?
Oh yeah,
that was
that's
a trick
it.
question.
Oh yeah, but they ain't a quick question because there was a brother here lived here in Baltimore. Matter of fact, he got killed in Baltimore. His name was Adrian Wallace Ill. He went through the chamber. He went to Baltimore College, and when he graduated from Baltimore College, he had a black fez on his head. He was in Lexington, Kentucky, and he had let me finish. He had an Asiatic sister that he married, and she told him, if you want me, you got to join the Moorish Temple. So I wrote German Bay. I said, man, what you got that, whatever I said, he wrote me back. He said, you know what, Lynch Bay, we can't get nobody to do the work. This dude doing the work. So if you got the European want to come and do the work on the problem, let that chap in here, man. They had a drunk that came try to come in the temple.
I can't let none in my temple though.
Me either. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to say, all times are not alike.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
but he have his own that. But guess what? When the prop, how you go to a club and you go to a dance and everybody want to come in late, and they want to come in late because they want everybody to see their outfits, right?
That's right.
Now, the Chinese and the Japanese used to be the first ones in the temple on the front row.
Yeah.
So
I
they
can believe
wanted,
that.
so they wanted to join the Moorish Side Temple of America. They said, Prophet, what do we put on that nationality card? Because they already got a nationality card. You know what Drew Ali say? Put ill or bay on there because the Moabites are the oldest nation on earth.
That's right.
Everybody got a drop of blood in, you one of us. And I'm telling you, if Bill Gates want to claim his ass now, I'm going to let that chap come on in. I'm going to take that money and get them business that we need over here. I don't care about that UP, but I'm going to get that paper. I ain't crazy.
You got cards on it. You want a card?
Yeah. Hey, brother. Brother, you got your phone on you?
Yeah, it's a blessing here, man.
Take this for me. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Type in.
We having fun, Mark. Time to go. Yeah, we got to roll. Yeah, we got to roll, Mark.
Okay, give me 1 second, family. I'm a
Praise Allah. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, Allah, my protector, my God, and my salvation, by night and by day, those whole prophet, Drew Ali. Amen.
Brother, shoot me an email. What's your name? Don Lee. Brother, do your part. I need you, bro. I need you, bro. You gonna shoot me?
Get myself back together now.
Brother, you already together.
You already
just
together.
came here.
You can't serve two masters at the same time.
Brother, Google. Listen.
You a Moorish American? Only, I ain't got but one problem with you. You have 10 all your meeting and keep in line with all the sessions. 10 your meeting, man.
Google my name. Go to Moorish World TV. Go to Moorish World TV. This is.
Since I've been home, I ain't been to no service or nothing like that, but I stay on this one.
Moorish
You
World
know
TV.
why you haven't been to a service yet? Because Allah wanted you to go to the right one.
And there you go.
And there you go.
There you go.
My man, my
go.
man. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll let you close out, man.
So what this is, family, is this is bridging of the gaps. Behind the scenes, we have one generation connecting with another generation, and we're going to bring all of our people into this holy and divine movement.
That's right, man.
One soul, one person at a time.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do. And we looking for quality, not quantity. Everybody will be redeemed, but maybe not on my time. Maybe not on my watch.
That's right.
But nevertheless, we're going to lay this foundation and make the conditions conducive for those people who wish to save themselves. This is my brother Lynch Bey, the great Sheik Lynch Bey. This brother inspired me to do Moorish World TV. And I'm telling you, two people inspired me. I seen one of your old videos.
Yes,
Brother, you did this years ago, didn't you?
Well, when I got the organ, that's what I went up there for.
How long ago?
About 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, I seen it. You did it before me, because I seen one of your videos.
First time I seen you when brother was going up there to debate with that brother.
New York.
Yeah, and I said, who that brother to quote me? Because you was teaching, you was singing, rapping. I said, who's this dude? And I just seen you from there. I said, man, praise Allah.
Let me tell you, what happened is, I seen you and the brother Sadnetta that had Sadnetta TV.
Yeah.
And I said, man, you know, we need a platform.
Yeah, man.
And so I took elements from you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I took elements from you,
Yes,
and
sir.
I took elements from Sadnetta, and then I used my true personality.
Yes, sir.
I was in my living room yelling the teachers of the prophet the way I do on Moorish World TV.
That's right.
My mother can tell you.
That's
my wife can tell you.
It's in your character, Mo.
It's just what it was.
It's in your character.
And so it's only right that I bring it to people. But this ain't the first. This is the first. Matter of fact, this is the first that I got the elders on the man. I mean, with
We
the
honor
energy,
you. We honor
the energy
Yeah.
of this. I mean, but it won't be the last, family.
I bet with
Once
it.
we get these coins right, and I'll be able to travel more. Once we get this finance right, and I'll be able to hit this road, I'm going to see the elders and bring them to you. Because this is what the Moorish Americans need to see. We don't need to see funeral services in temples. We don't need to see funeral services on this social media platform. We need to see people that's going to inspire people into greatness. Brother, I'll let you close us out, brother.
Well, I want to say this. You know, we need to start supporting each other. I know some Moors bought a cow yesterday, and they took the cow and broke the cow up and put in all the members. They had 40 members that got their freezers full up. With that, we got to start supporting one another. We got to start spending with the Moors. And that's what we're doing here in Baltimore. This brother getting ready to get this. You know what? Here in Baltimore, we had a Moorish town, like you have a Chinatown. Back in the 70s, we had a Moorish town. We had Schaefer, the man Schaefer, that gave us money and supported us. We got to go in the community. But the reason why a lot of us can't go in the community, because we're doing the same thing community doing. You in the gang, you doing everything that's diametrically opposed to what God say. That's why you can't go in the community and teach. Because that's what that chap coming out here teaching us for. We were together last night doing something else. You can't serve two masters at the same time. You got to love one and despise the other. I despise that other, and I'm here on Moorish World TV.
Hey, bro, I want to ask you one question in
Yes,
closing.
sir.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
I have called myself the People's Grand Sheik because I go to the people, whether they got on fezes, turbans or not, whether they proclaim Moorish American or not. And I go out and I'm really trying to fight for them. I'm trying to build this Moorish village here in Baltimore, i.e. Harlem Park. I'm really going to fight for them. And I say, you know what? People just run up to me. Grand Sheik, Brother Targa Bay. And I say, man, you know what? I am the people's Grand Sheik.
But you don't want reaching the people.
Do that offend you?
No, it don't offend me. It makes me feel good because you out there doing the work. Matter of fact, when you was in the rain that time, you even called my name out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I was so honored,
I watch
man.
your videos, bro.
I told the brother, that's wild. You know, so you doing the work, man. Ain't nobody else doing the work. Somebody do, I'll do this, I'll do this. You got to get out there and do the work when you're talking about the people. Because you know what? This is the... Okay, go ahead.
Now you good, brother. Come on, brother. I know y'all got to go. We can do this all night.
Yeah. But I'm saying, when you begin to talk about a position, a Grand Sheik or a champ, you got to live that attribute. You just can't take on that title and not doing nothing. This brother out there doing the work. That's why I'm here to support him. That brother younger than my children, but he my Sheik too. He my Grand Sheik too. I ain't playing, man. This thing is serious. And anything or anybody that get in the way of Moorish progress gonna be grind into fine pot. I know I shouldn't have said that, but I had to.
No, it gotta be said
Because
sometime.
we on a mission.
But with that, we love you, family. Stay tuned, and we got more coming to you. I'm telling you, when we talk about It Takes Finance, Uplift the Nation, we're organizing, we're formulating a plan to get this finance so we can take it to the next level.
Right, Mark.
With that, I love y'all. Peace and love. And again, in closing, let me show you where we are at. We then just did an episode of Moorish World TV in the middle of the mall, the food court. We get it where, like the generation say, get it how you live. We get it how we live. These are Moors, they got the records out, they building, and this is how I want to age. I want to age around Moorish Americans who keep advancing their wisdom over and over and over and over throughout the years. Unfolding throughout the years. I don't want to be, I was a Grand Sheik or I was a Moorish American. I ain't trying to be none of that. So with that, family, stay tuned. I'm going to bring you more fine programming. Stay tuned. Thanks to the elders and thanks to you. But these are my brothers. These are my friends. And these are my sheiks. Islam, peace and love, and we out.
Yes, sir.
Islam.
Yes, sir.